Surely people are aware this is a joke about how Twitter allowed CP to run rampant until Elon dedicated a team to removing it. Even giving them the benefit of the doubt there, I don't even think that's true. All right, this is probably going to be a short one, but we'll do it anyway. So many people know the name Jordan Peterson, right? He was a bad boy. He wasn't permanently suspended from Twitter, or permanently banned, I should say, but he was suspended a while back. Many will remember the legend of Jordan Peterson from when he said his famous quote, "Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who," or something like that. He's back with a vengeance, right? He came back a few weeks ago thanks to our sweaty soy boy Elon Musk. Robert Reich decided to tweet, "Elon Musk and his enablers have turned this website into a torrent of ad hominem attacks, lies floated as jokes, and blatant misinformation. This isn't freedom of speech, it's just dangerous." He goes on to say, "The replies to this tweet confirm exactly what I was talking about," and he linked a New York Times article that is titled, "Hate Speech's Rise on Twitter is Unprecedented, Researchers Find." Interesting that the moment that like free speech, quote unquote, doors are opened by Elon Musk, all of this hate speech flows in. It's almost as if this was never about freedom of speech, just about being able to say hate speech, which is not a great thing to be allowed to do just out in the open, right? I don't think you should be arrested for it, but certainly websites should have terms of service against it. I think that's fine. And suppress it. I do think that is fine. With all that being said, Jordan Peterson decided to give us his take on that and retweeted this stating, "And it's getting just impossible to find child porn." I don't know about y'all, but my goodness, you want to talk about freedom of speech. Jordan Peterson has taken it just a step too far, I think. Just like a step too far. Yeah, he's having some trouble finding child porn. And, I have to take his word for it that it's becoming impossible to find because, frankly, I don't really look for it. I don't really spend my free time trying to find that. So, full credit. Maybe he knows more about that than I do. He claims to here. Boy, howdy. What a thing to say, right? It's just getting impossible to find, man. I know that a while back, Elon Musk was like, "By the way, if you have any links to like child abuse or child porn or anything, post it here in this thread so that we can, remove it." Right? So maybe he's been spending his time doing that, right? He's like the hero of the story. Maybe we're all reading this the wrong way and he's the hero and he's like the secret good guy hacking into the servers and taking these disgusting pedophiles down, right? He served as Secretary of Labor for Clinton. Oh, you're way behind. You mean Robert Reich. Okay, got it. I was like, what? Okay. I don't think that anybody actually posted like legit links to child porn, obviously, because that's like, why would you do that? You'll rightfully go to jail for that. To give Jordan Peterson the maximum amount of charitability possible, which is not a whole lot that we can afford here. I think what he means is that Elon Musk is behind the scenes taking down the child abusers, the child pornographers, whatever, and just whacking away at it like, Donald Trump did, right? When he drained the swamp, right? Definitely a thing that he did. He drained his swamp. And now the new narrative is that Elon Musk is going into Twitter from the inside. He's like the inside man, and he's going around and taking down these pedophile accounts and whatever. And this is a very common trope that we've seen, right? The rich billionaire asshole going into infiltrating these, big liberal corporations or the deep state or whatever, and taking them down from the inside out. And it's led to things like QAnon. Right? Which just, an offhanded comment, I guess. The guy who was found to be in charge of QAnon, all those conspiracy theories, was himself a child abuser, but I digress. But yeah, it's infinitely interesting to me that they always like find a new billionaire to tack onto and form these theories around, these conspiracy theories. It's not safe. It's not a good worldview to have because, first of all, it's false. It's a lie, right? But Elon Musk won't sit here and say that it's a lie. He'll own it. He'll shill it as a thing that he's definitely doing, right? Like I said, that's the most charitability that I can afford to Dr. Peterson here. And it's not great, right? Like it's literally just conspiracy theory bullshitting. Sounds like similar to Trump is getting rid of the rhinos. Yeah, like Trump draining the swamp, right? Exactly. So I don't think that Elon Musk is himself a child abuser or a pedophile. He's never shown himself to be that, at least not that I've seen, but he's certainly not doing shit about it. Like he's a sex offender himself, I believe. He offered a woman a horse to like suck him off or something on a private jet when her job was to like take his food away or something. I don't know. He's not doing jack shit to help anybody. He just bought Twitter for the lulz, tried to back out of it, and then when he was forced back into it by the law itself, he just fucked it over, trying to be the good guy and fix it, when he could have just sat back and like held it as a trophy, but whatever. He had another interesting tweet here. right? Of course, the serfs commented on it, you know, got a screenshot. And then Mouse here got another screenshot of a definitely real tweet saying, Elon is doing God's work by removing all child pornography from the wretched website known as Twitter. I myself have looked far and wide for child porn on here for the last couple days, and I haven't seen anything. It's becoming harder and harder to find. That's a great point, Jordan. Again, I wouldn't know personally just because, you know, it's not a thing that I spend my free time doing, but you know, we all got our things. So, you know, this is not real. I do not believe this is a real tweet. It is funny nonetheless, so I wanted to bring it up. It was just a funny meme. That one's not real, guys, but the original is really not that much better. So, the hell is this? Elon Musk's daughter disowned him and files to ditch his name. Oh, no, he probably abused his own daughter. I just meant, I mean, most conservatives do that, right? I just meant that like he's not like diddling kids. The title has me scared. What's this resolution? That is the Title IX resolution that we talked about earlier. Should I be thinking about the fling? Well, we'll talk about it in just a minute. But yeah, no, great stuff from Dr. Peterson. He always knows the best way to word things. I am sure that his simps in the replies are being very normal about it. So yeah, David Goldstein is not going to even acknowledge it. I'll take your word for it. Good stuff. What the hell, man? I love this one. Excuse me. I definitely believe you have firsthand knowledge of this. Robert has blocked many of us anyway. Can you post a screenshot? The original tweet's still basically a caught in 4K moment. What's wild to me is that it's still up. Like he's standing by it. Somebody had to have told him by this point how bad it looks, right? Surely people are, oh, here we go. Surely people are aware this is a joke about how Twitter allowed CP to run rampant until Elon dedicated a team to removing it. Even giving them the benefit of the doubt there, I don't even think that's true. I will say this. Jordan Peterson really did have a fixation on young girls' breasts, right? Young women having their breasts removed due to, you know, I guess, mastectomy, like gender-affirming mastectomies. Very fixated on that, as are people like Matt Walsh. So who knows, you know, maybe he did have pictures of that. I know Matt Walsh at least was confirmed to have had pictures of topless underage, you know, trans men, which he considered to be women, which, you know, if they were shirtless and underage and considered to be female, in his mind, he had child porn. But I digress about that, you know? Conservatives are definitely the ones fighting pedophilia. Definitely not the ones pushing for it in most states that have underage marriage laws. The ones trying to defend. That's not happening, guys. That's not even a thing. It's silly. Really shows how much his Russian coma took out of him. Not that there was too much to lose beforehand. Yeah, you know. To grant him the most charitability possible, this is just feeding the conspiracy theory that Elon Musk is doing jack shit about child porn or that he gives a shit about it. I really don't think that he does. And to the extent that he does, he's not doing anything about it, okay? Jordan Peterson is just feeding this delusion that like these rich billionaires give two shits and a fuck about whatever, you know, about child porn and getting rid of it. So I don't know. It's just weird stuff. Anyway, if you are watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want to see more, hit the bell if you want to see when I upload, leave a comment with your thoughts, check the description, yada, yada. Here's the chat. You can join it if you want. I really just got to get a stock video to do for the outro at this point. I don't know. I like doing it individually, but it does get old. Anyway, thanks again, and I will see you in the next video.